What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the movie reaction video. As always, family, I like to take the information face value, give my perspective on how I'm embracing the information, let alone my perspective on it that I'm receiving from the information that I'm receiving face value. So basically, I'm just giving you guys my perspective from the information that I receive. Comment down below you guys' perspective on it, and we love to have a positive and pure conversation, creating positive dialogue to just not only embrace the message but extract the value so we can be informed on accurate, true, full, and factual information always, of course, and just to have a conversation, you know. Other than that, shout out to Doug in Exile. Credit to him. He does an amazing job with his amazing, magnificent videos. With no further ado, family, let's get straight into the video.
Most of you guys know that I like speculating about who the vice president is. So when Leo Terrell, known as Leo Terrell 2.0, because he used to be a Democrat and now he is going for Trump for the last 4 years now.
Democrats are yelling racism, racism, racism. It does not help. Joe Biden last year said, if you are black, you can't vote for Trump. That is a racist comment.
He said he heard a little birdie told him a rumor about who is going to be VP. Now, I'm only saying this is his job on the line in a way. So I found it particularly interesting. Thank you for joining us. I'm Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots, we ponder politics all day. This is what we do. If you're a politics junkie and you can't get enough news and you want reasonable thoughts and commentary, that's what I'm trying to do. Just be kind of reasonable. Like, I don't do spaceships. I don't do.
Yeah, he's basically here to create a positive environment that's pure, you know, in regards of individuals who love talking about politics, you know, and just giving great collective perspectives, because two minds are always greater than one, just to get insight, let alone some speculation, just to keep people interested, intrigued, and just to have interesting conversations that pick the brains of each other in regards of possibilities of outcomes or outcomes that may have already took place, and we're just breaking down the facts, right?
Conspiracies. I don't do weird stuff. I don't do accusations that are just totally unbacked by any kind of fact or anything. If you want reasonable commentary, then you came to the right place, because I like hearing from you in the comments also. I get lots of my ideas from all of you. I'm looking for just a bunch of reasonable, wise people to help us walk through what are people saying? What are politics about? Well, today we got something to chew on. So first, here's Leo Terrell's Twitter. A little birdie told me the vice presidency, the VP, is in her future. Who is he talking about? Now, those of you who have watched my show might think I'm talking about Elise Stefanik. A lot of the Beltway Republicans out in Washington, D.C., who are high on drugs or brain damage, think, oh, maybe it's going to be Nikki Haley. Wrong. No. Here's the tweet that Leo Terrell is responding to. A little birdie told me the VP is in her future. Who? Sarah Huckabee Sanders in Arkansas. Our people are our strength, she wrote. Now, you'll see by the thumbnail that I gave the whole thing away that we're talking about how obvious of a pick would Sarah Huckabee Sanders be. I'll explain to you that, because I think it's
I'm curious, but before he gets into detail of that, family, I would love to see or hear your perspective, let alone your commentary in the comments down below on why you believe Sarah Huckabee should be or was an obvious, considerable vice president pick. Comment down below.
incredibly obvious if true. Here she is responding to a recent tornado that went through Arkansas, disaster relief, all that. She really exhibits no nonsense leadership. She hasn't been caught in a bunch of weirdo lies like.
Get it. I can understand why Doug said that, because she seemed to be a straightforward, straight individual, very direct, very intentional, and leads with facts. She's not caught up in the chaos of things that's not unnecessary to lead the people. Get it.
Nome, which we found out just recently, She is a no-go on the VP. Something way more authentic about Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
One thing that I know is consistent, no matter what happens in Arkansas, no matter what challenges we face, no matter what difficulties come our way, the moments that we think are going to be the things that break us and show our vulnerabilities are usually the things that ultimately show our strength.
Things we think are going to.
Okay, so it's basically she's saying vulnerability is a sign of strength, and the things that you may seem to be chaotic or seem to be the end of the world is really pushing us to propel it pushes us to propel to move forward and actually not only move forward but to grow forward. Got it.
Us end up showing our strength. That is a great message for America. Every clip I'm going to show you in this is a uniquely Sarah Huckabee pro-America message. The things that you think were going to break you end up exposing our vulnerability and become our strength. That is also a parable for Donald Trump. All of these people going after Trump and the lawsuits against him end up being what's going to get him elected. Now, back to Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Comment down below, family. Do you feel like, Trump going through legal proceedings and so forth, is it trampolining him to actually be the pick and actually be the candidate that actually wins the seat as president or winning the election? Comment down below. I'm curious to see your guys' perspective. And why do you think that his legal proceedings and the things that he's going through is actually benefiting him and has been benefiting him and benefiting him in the long run? Comment down below. I'm curious.
Just remember this, put this in the back of your mind. She was his press secretary. That is, they did junkets, daily junkets, talking about the media and how they're going to present themselves. As I think about it, there is not another vice president candidate. We've gone through the list of DeSantis, Rubio, Vivek Ramaswamy, Tucker Carlson, Tim Scott, Rick Scott, Ben Carson. Out of all these people, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the one who has spent the most time with President Trump so far.
Beside him, and most likely, I think he's basically saying the one that he's keeping close, why wouldn't most likely be the candidate for it or the candidate that end up taking seat of the position? That the position is still anonymous for VP.
Working with President Trump so far. Look at the list. Doug Burgum, not even close. Elise Stefanik, not close. So he actually has a lot of experience. He knows what kind of a person she is and whether if he trusts her or not. I think he does.
And that's exactly what we have seen here over the course of the last several hours, is that the strength of our state continues to be where it has always been, and that is in our people.
And once again, she says the strength of the state is to the people. She's going to repeat that several times. I just want you to picture her.
I believe that she actually understands her position, that at the end of the day, her interest is the people, and the people interest is what she's lobbying, such as policy and so forth, that is important to the people. Because when you take these public office positions, you are basically elected by the people because you're working for the people. And as long as you're for the people, that's why you will be elected, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, the people. Unity. Togetherness. But you have to be on the same page. And it's okay to disagree, to agree to disagree. But most importantly, the things that are highly effective to continue to grow in an effective way is very important as people and as we, the people, in unity together. Just like that cliche line of one bad apple ruins a bunch, right?
Now in this next clip, as vice president, she's sober. She's not flashy. She's not fake in any way. She's authentic. She's also a white suburban mom, which Trump has a problem with. We'll get into that right after watching this. Just imagine her as the next vice president / president.
And while we are seeing the devastation of businesses and homes across this area in the northern part of our state, we are seeing the great humanity of Arkansans and neighbors helping neighbors. Even when their own homes and businesses are damaged, they're showing up and helping one another.
Once again, that's not a message that the government's coming to rescue you. It's that the people rescue each other. What an incredible message.
Yeah, people help people. You know, it's important for communities to come together. It was always an amazing thing, you know, growing up, where everybody in the neighborhood and the community knew each other's name and always had a helping hand. It's very rare nowadays for that, but it's an important thing to have, and it's very effective because then collectively, as the people, you can come together to really discuss and have dialogue about the important things to have the overall success for the people and communities, you know?
I like her. And there's a lot of good, solid, non-flashy, non-fake, non-billionaire reasons why she probably best represents the beating heart of America. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Keep thinking about it, because the more I think about it, the more I go, whoa, she comes off like a non-politician. The other thing is
she really shows that I'm a person just like you. She gives a very humbling approach, but she's very straightforward on emphasizing the people and acknowledging the people.
Remember, he had a problem with minorities. He's already shored that up. He doesn't need to get a minority vice president to shore up the black vote. They're already coming in. And here's the other thing is the black vote is maybe 12% of the American voters are black. What percentage of them are females? 50% are females. I don't know what percentage are white females, but he has a bigger percentage problem with white suburban women, educated women, white females than he does with minority blacks or Vivek Ramaswamy, minority Indians, lobster and octopus farmers up in Nantucket and Boston. I'm just kidding. So he would do very well in having her be VP. I think it would go to heal a lot of that low vote turnout on educated women, white women, suburban women. Trump's got her. She would instill confidence and would be a great.
I get it. So basically, he's using it from a business perspective on how Sarah would be a good pick for VP in regards of how effective it would be for a voter turnout. Sorry, family.
Next president.
There's nothing that makes me prouder to be the governor of our state than moments like this when we see our people really show up and take care of one another.
Okay, so now I've made my case for why she would be great. I would love to hear from you. Do you agree with me first that this is a slam dunk for Trump? I mean, no one. Trump barely even knows Vivek. I don't get why everyone's going off on Vivek. A lot of Benny Johnson guys.
I agree that Sarah would be a great candidate. Comment down below, family. Do you guys agree that she would be a great candidate, and why? And on top of it, do you believe that a humbling approach and being for the people is the best way for you to be a person that's in office and taking on a position of leadership for the people? Is a humbling approach and more so making sure that the people is at the forefront important. So then effectively as a nation, we will continue to grow forward in a positive way. That's my question, family. Comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Remember, let the love supersede the hate. And until next time, peace, family.